There are these other people called farmers. Every day we are seeing farmers in the UK, in France, when they are protesting, they go and pour shit in the government buildings, in parliament, So we are wondering why Kenyan farmers, every day your right to grow, your right to sustenance is being encroached on, is being infringed on by law after law, which are being drafted by people outside our country. So why are you so comfortable in that state? Why are you so comfortable in oppression? Why don't you ever join us when we are saying we are protesting? Because everyone who is protesting, even the first wave of the Gen Z protests, those were, you saw Kimani Ichung'wah was trying to play a divisive card, and we've discussed this with Americ severally, how they used the class war, where now Kimani Ichung'wah was saying, oh, the kids are coming in their iPhones, they are going to KFC and what. It was all to deter the other people from joining in. So if kids living in Runda, living in Muthaiga could go and protest, why the fuck would you, who is living in squalor, in pipeline, why don't you join? I really don't understand. Even the people who are paid to come and loot the supermarkets, to come and disrupt the momentum, and you still go back to Mukuru kwa Jenga, you still go back to Mukuru kwa Ruben. What ails you? Can't you say this is a moment where we all have to unite? Like yesterday, I was seeing when Kasmuel Makoure tried to join the femicide. It was a femicide protest. Obviously, the female protesters would want all support from all genders, from everyone. But for this particular charlatan called Kasmuel Makoure, they said no. If we are going to achieve our female rights, we'd rather achieve them without Kasmuel Makoure. So that unity of purpose. If people from these high-end estates can be on the streets, and you, in your infinite stupidity, the thing you're only thinking of is how I'm going to go and steal this supermarket, how I'm going to go and do this, how I'm going to go and pickpocket someone. What ails you? Are you so comfortable in your oppression? Do you love poverty? The reason why we do what we do is because we have traveled outside the country. We have been to places where systems work, where taxes are literally put to good use. Now you're telling me that a charlatan like Sakaja Johnson has not put in a penny to development. You're telling me that Aden Duale and John Buddy, you can see John Buddy's appointment as a financier was done in 2013, 2014, when they were conceiving this whole idea of hijacking money from our consolidated fund into a private to a private entity. So why we are living in peace? We are coexisting with Aden Duale. We are now desperate. We want everything now. We want the cousins. We want the aunties. We want any business that he owns. Same as John Buddy. He's been very arrogant together with Opio and I. They are trying to divide us by tribe. It's not working because the young people have said we are not boarding this time round. So again, when you get another opportunity to hit the streets, there were these stupid kids who went to eat pilau in parliament. You've been given a God-given opportunity to alter the course of history for this country, for Pete's sake. And then you're just thinking of eating pilau? Are you fucked in the head? I go crazy when I remember such things. You're just there taking selfies in the streets. You have to be intentional this time round. You're hearing the figures. Numbers don't lie. You're hearing the numbers. You're hearing what these guys are doing, an economic genocide. And they are so brazen. They are so bold. They are even insulting our intelligence that they are saying they are going to do a handshake for our unity. Do you think they give a shit about you? They only care about their children and their grandchildren. So when you're given another opportunity or an opportunity presents itself, you should rise to the occasion. You should not go eat pilau in parliament. You should not go there just to moonlight. You're supposed, it's there to finish Kumalo. And then you finish parliament, boom, 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 State House. It's a wrap. We would have finished from June 26. We would be living our best lives. You went home. You were convinced by that idiot called Boniface Mwangi. He went with his motorbikes there. He told you, go home, for your safety, if you stay in Nairobi, you're going to be killed and whatnot. You went to your estates, you went to Githurai, you went to Rongai. The police still came there. They picked you up. So was going home securing a guarantee of your safety? No. You were safe for staying in Nairobi, huddling in numbers, keeping yourself safe from the hoodlums who had been sent by the government, paid to come and disrupt the momentum or disrupt the protest. And then you up and go for breakfast at State House. It was that simple. Ruto had already the helicopters. We were monitoring them on the trackers. They were already shipping money. They had put money in those metallic boxes like the ones we used to go with for high school. They had stashed money there, and there was 3 helicopters which were leaving from there to Moi Air Base because that's where he wanted to ship the family to whatever country he was running away from. We were there. But you guys, what did you do? You are taking selfies, eating pilau in parliament. You are given a chance to resolve Kenya's issues once and for all. Now, what the commitment I want from you people, the commitment I want is where if tomorrow we are saying we are going to protest, you go out where you don't need to do anything, sit on the road. If it's Thika Road, if it's Rongai, sit on the road. You don't have to come to Nairobi. We know these police are they are overstretched. They are underfunded. We know them. We know their weaknesses. So this time we did occupy JKIA, and all of them went to JKIA, and then all of a sudden CBD was full. So don't be scared by these police. They are paid with our taxes. Today I saw the policeman who shot Rex Kanyeki. He's called Isaiah Murangeri. He was there in court. He was freaked out. He's denying, I was not there. You see, these are humans. When you put them in a position, they cannot even defend their depravity and mental impotence. They cannot. He cannot even say, if he was such a man, he was so bold those days, if he was such a, but he was lying. He was literally lying, and there's cameras. He was saying, no, I was guarding KICC. I was what? These guys are weak. Do not fall for the scaremongering from idiots on Twitter every day telling you cannot do it. We have achieved beyond our wildest expectations. We ended tribalism. Can you imagine? Previously, it used to be, these people. The only people who are trying to tune us is ODM propagandists. You have idiots like Gabriel Oguda. You have Opio Wandai. You have Kaluma. If you look at them, they are idiots trying to spew their ethnic narrative, but it's not working because we have evolved politically. This is evolution, and it has happened so fast because of civic education. You understand? So when the opportunity presents itself again, please, your work is not to go eat pilau in parliament because wao walikula pilau, hawakusikia njaa tena. They are probably more hungry. They are probably dead right now because Safaricom was given. I think you also, what Safaricom does, once you put your SIM card, you have to be very careful. If you are the team, if you are the knights that are going to finish the job, you have to make sure you don't have your Safaricom SIM card in place. If you are the knights who have been chosen by God to complete this task, to liberate the country, you are this close and then you went to eat pilau. How stupid are you? Do your parents know how stupid you are? Do they know that you had a God-given opportunity, and then you're there going to take a selfie in the parliament saying, Mr. Speaker, sir? So, sasa julisema, Mr. Speaker, sir, ugali kwako imeongezeka. Are you eating 2 ugalis instead of 1 tonight? No! You have to understand that this is serious business. When you're talking about getting rid of a regime, it's not a joke. These guys are crazy. They are ready to, they don't want to constitute a IBC because they want to loot elections. They are going crazy. They are going nuts. You're seeing Ruto, as you've heard right now, he cannot even compose himself in a meeting because we are disorienting him. We are disrupting him. Anything he's planning, he's encountering roadblocks and speed bumps. And every day we are reminding him that Kenya, the people remain sovereign, and you are our employee. You don't have any right to talk shit to us. So tomorrow, and the days that will precede, because revolutions are not overnight. The one that we could have done was June 25th, but you idiots opted to go and take selfies and eat pilau. But we have forgiven you because of your inherent stupidity. Now we need commitment that this time round you are going to finish the job. You are going to show up. You are going to turn up. You are going to come through. This is it. We only have one chance at saving this country. And this is it. This moment, don't squander it. Don't waste it. Don't listen to propagandists. If Ruto was so confident that he's the president, if he was so confident, he wouldn't be dispatching these idiots or somehow terror every day to come and say, revolution, haiwezi fanyika tena. They are there. Even in your comment section, you'll go there and they are there saying, revolution, haiwezi fanyika. They brought a clown. They foisted a clown there called Morara Kebaso. Morara Kebaso, if you listen to his tone, is very choreographed. Somebody has trained him to speak to speak so calmly, even when he's criticizing so calmly because he's serving a purpose. He's serving a purpose. You see, now I've changed my tone. You can listen. You can hear that your anger is dropping, is reducing. But me now, I'm coming to tell you, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, until the end of the year, when we are projecting that Ruto should have gone, I did a poll and it's pinned on my account. And 38% of the people said that Ruto should leave before, and they were the majority. Ruto should leave before the end of 2024. So if the people have decided, whom is he to think that that seat is his birthright? It's not. It's our seat. We have given them in trust, even the MPs, even the senators. But then what do? They go and collect money behind our backs so as to sell our right, to sell our sovereignty. They mortgage it to the highest bidder, and sometimes even they are paid 20,000 in the urinals. And they think that it's going to be business as usual. You as members of parliament, you have mortgaged us. We are seeing what is happening in South Korea. The members of parliament stood when the president declared a martial law. The MP said that we have a parliament who cannot even raise up even to dispute something. When Ruto went there after the FBI had already admitted that or released their indictment that Adani is a crook who has been bribing government officials, Ruto went to parliament the next day and then he said, oh, I've cancelled the Adani deals. In their infinite stupidity, they gave him a standing ovation. For what? Was it the FBI? The FBI had done the groundwork. Amenya had done the groundwork. They didn't do any, and then they still clapped for him because these are a bunch of retards. Now, the people who are in parliament, you had already gotten these people in the tunnel. You had only one job. You only had one job. What did you do? You went to eat pilau. Useless bastards, man. America sometimes, you think I'm going crazy, you think I'm going bonkers, but you can see the caliber of young people. Can you imagine if the Mau Mau were so stupid? If they did not work with unity of purpose, if they were not intentional, they could not have achieved their objective. We could not be celebrating the freedom, the fruits of independence as we are doing today. So tomorrow and the days that will proceed afterwards, please, move with intention, move with purpose. Avoid all the people who are telling you it's impossible. We have achieved so much. Nobody should dim your light. Nobody should steal your thunder.
What is your comment on Raila's AUC bid?
Raila is, for me, I call him the aging orangutan and senile old bastard. He has outlived his usefulness. He's a spent cartridge. That trip is a waste of money. And anyone who has approved the budgets using our taxes to campaign for that useless, campaign for that sellout, somebody who has been selling us out since the Moi era, every regime, he has to strike his own deals. So if there is anyone, whether you're in treasury, whether you are where, I swear wallahi bilahi, wewe utafungwa, watoto wako hawatawahi kuona. I swear to one God.
Right. Finish.